Real talk, the metaphor messiah, man. I got this one. Let's go. You ever seen the morning star? Mr. Metaphor Messiah, back to show you who we are. I represent a legacy, a pothead like the 70s, a different kind of mind. They say we only speak in melodies.
What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Dead on Dave coming at you live from Germany for Dead on Dave Live. That's right, man. We're going to have a good old time. We got a lot of stuff to talk about and a lot of things to get into. I'm trying to bring down and contain my broken copiousness, but don't worry, it will emerge in grandiose fashion. Yes. Now, everything that happened earlier tonight notwithstanding, once again, Keemstar has shown himself to be exactly who we thought he was. The Bears are who we thought they were, and Keemstar is who we thought he was. He brought nothing. He added nothing to the argument once again, because he never does. He just continues to repeat the same thing over and over. So, like I said on Tommy C's channel, anytime from now on, when we talk about Keemstar, it will not be in any more of a rational fashion. Oh, no, brother Chemo. No, brother Chemo. Those days are done. From now on, he is the man who alerts drama. And when we speak of the man who alerts drama, we have to talk about him in a broken fashion. Yes. Yes. Keem, the man who alerts drama. This is the only way that you will be addressed on my channel. The broken copiousness no longer acknowledges your existence. You are not the god of YouTube. The 7 deities have been coming down to me, and they have spoken to me, and they have told me the truth that deletion and obsolete individuals like you is the only way that anything will ever get done. So you will be deleted from this channel. There is no more Keem. You are brother Chemo. You are the man who alerts drama. Nothing more. Delete. Now that we got that way out of the way, I feel a lot better. I feel stronger deep down inside. It just feels better, When you put people where they belong, in the cringiest, most ridiculous place possible, your life just feels better. You see, that's all it really is about. It's not about trying to be witty or clever or funny. It's about trying to put things in their proper perspective. The insanity has gone on for too long, and deletion is the only way that we can rein sanity back to our broken copiousness. Now, all that notwithstanding, there is a lot of stuff going on in the old worlds, especially in my world, because now, as you guys know, Colossal did end up going on Baited, the show that is run by the man who alerts drama. But overall, aside from where brother Chemo continued to scream and yell and rant over everybody, the show was actually pretty good. And I got a lot more respect for Andy and Chad. A lot more respect for those guys, because I understand what they're dealing with. And I'm sure they wish that they could simply delete that obsolete man. But they can't. So they do the next best thing, and they're becoming a lot more congealed. The show is becoming better, and Colossal added a whole hell of a lot to it. Was I thrilled about it? No, not really. But, it is what it is. Colossal is always going to do what he wants to do, and it's part of the reason why I love the guy so much. So it's absolutely no problem, as he brings entertainment wherever he goes. Now, we did record an episode of Catch 33, which he did put out for all of your guys to speculate on, and I think is one of our better episodes. I think it was fantastic. We had a fantastic chemistry and a epic fight. We had a great fight over a lot of things, and it was a lot of fun. I think those of you who missed the old Baited chemistry in some ways, the way things were, I think you're going to like this episode. I think you're going to get into it. I think you're going to appreciate it for what it was. It's not always going to be the norm, but when there's a contentious argument, That's what we're going to get into. So that should be out on SoundCloud very, very shortly. So hopefully you guys will check that out on SoundCloud, and it'll be up on YouTube shortly after that. And I think that you guys will like it. So there's a lot of other stuff that's happening, of course, not only with this whole putting of the bed of Brother Chemo. I have to calm down. I don't want to go back to the broken place. I've got to calm down. But also the Daddy of Five situation is taking a turn. Apparently he has been arrested now. Kids have been taken away. Things are getting crazy. I don't know enough about it because I have been in my broken copiousness all day, so I haven't had time to think about it too much. So aside from the stuff that we already talked about, let's go ahead and open up the phone calls, man, because I want this to be your show tonight. I want you guys to enjoy my broken copiousness for everything that it is worth, and hopefully we will have some fantastic and delightful conversations tonight. It's going to be a good time. We're going to take calls on Skype and on Discord. You can use Skype, David Vancura, DAVIDVANCURA, or of course that number 702-751-2902. All that information is right up above, or just jump into my Discord, and go into waiting the call. Now you get up in there and I will take your calls, your questions, your hopes, your dreams, your quips, your quotes, and all that good stuff. And we'll be doing that right effing now. Who do we want to start with? Let's start with Newest Whaler. That's a new name I don't know. Let's start with Newest Whaler. You're live with Dead on Dave. What you got?
Hello, Dave. Very good on Tommy's show. I'm very
I need to put my headphones on.
Hold
Hold on. I'm sorry. I couldn't hear you. I was like, why can't I hear this guy? I don't have my headphones on. I'm sorry. I was lost in broken copiousness. I apologize.
It's fine, my dude. It's fine. Very good on Tommy's show. Very entertaining. Love it.
Thank you. It was an absolute train wreck, but it was exactly what it was supposed to be.
You can't do anything else with Kim.
No, there's no more point. I think, look, I have gone out of my way to try and have conversations with the man who alerts drama. Afraid. But he keeps going around in circles. So only deletion. That is it for me. What do you got for me, buddy? Oh, hold on. We got a donation. No. Excuse me. I'm sorry. Tim Raw Gaming donated $1. The calm after the shitstorm. Keep it up, Dave. Hey, no problem, buddy. Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry, buddy. What do you got for me?
No, it's fine. I just find it funny that he says you take things out of context and such while doing the same thing. Kim is really good at not proving himself to be a hypocrite, you know?
Right. Takes everything out of context, does not successfully bring up one fucking good example. But, it's all right.
That's
any non-Brother Chemo things that you would like to talk about tonight?
No, I didn't have any more. I'm sorry.
Can I get a delete? Delete. There you go. Delete. Okay. He is obsolete. Thank you, Newest Whaler. Have a good night. Let's go ahead and jump in right into another call, man. I like this. This is gonna be a fun show. Let's go to Darius. Darius, you're live with Dead on Dave. What you got?
All right. I just need to mute the stream. All right. So right before I say whatever I'm going to say, you deleted Keem like one of Hillary Clinton's emails.
Boom! That's a great joke. You didn't write that. You're too young to write that.
No,
joke.
I actually wrote that.
That's a good joke. Congratulations, young man. You show the broken brilliance of you, sir. Sorry, please go ahead.
What do you think about Hot Wet Soup coming back with Leon Lush?
I did not know this. This is breaking news to me.
Dude, they uploaded it like 40 minutes ago. I haven't seen the episode yet, but...
Wow. Okay, well, they picked the absolute perfect person to revive Hot Wet Soup. Leon Lush is quickly becoming one of my... there's only a few people that I have to watch every episode of whatever they put out immediately. He's one of them. He is one of he's so good at everything that he does. I love what he does. And I am now going to be going back to Hot Wet Soup. That's amazing.
Yeah, dude. I'm super happy about it. Like, I loved Hot Wet Soup, and it kind of sucked when Zaptai went away. And I wish they could have handled it better. I don't understand why they couldn't have said just, we're ending it for personal reasons. whatever.
That's a dead meme, buddy.
Yeah.
That's a dead meme.
But I think it's definitely going to be awesome.
Yeah.
And yeah.
I agree.
Sweet.
You got anything else for me, buddy?
No. And make sure Keem gets driven more down to the ground.
Can we get a delete for the obsolete man?
Yeah, dude.
Well, you're not doing it.
Oh, okay. Delete.
Thank you, Darius. Have a good night. All right, so we're having a good old time. I think I might be getting a call from one of my YouTube like Pokemon inspirations. He just added me on Skype. I hope he calls in. What a cool friggin' dude. That'd be a great call. Let's go to Skype. Let's take a call on Skype. We'll go back to Discord in just a moment. 409. Giddy up 409. You're live with Dead on Dave. What you got?
Hey, Mr. Dave, this is Danielle. I was just calling to say I loved you on Tommy's podcast. It was a shame you didn't get to really say much.
That's all right.
Since Keem just wanted to show his ass. But
it's completely fine. I knew how it was going to go the second he came on. That's why I'm no longer trying to fight logic. You can't fight wars with logic with a guy who's insane. So it's deletion or nothing. That is it.
I agree 100%. It was just a shame that, to me, it seemed nothing really got added to the conversation about the whole Philly D thing. It's just the same thing said over and over.
It's cyclical at this point. I think everything about Philly D has already been said. I think everybody knows where I stand on it, where most people stand on it. I think it's a personal choice. I don't think anybody, no matter their wealth, should be forbidden from creating a Patreon. Now, people need to make their judgment of whether they want to support him or not. And for me, that's enough, because he is not only messing with money, he's playing with the most valuable currency on YouTube, and that is reputation. And if he fucks these people, then he's got to answer for that. So I'm okay with it completely. I'm not donating.
He already has us.
I'm not donating because he wasn't transparent enough for me personally. But I understand the 14,000 people who have, that they love him. Go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say, I can understand that. I'm waiting for a little bit more info before I join and all that, but Philly D to me has a spotless reputation for the most part.
Right.
So, I mean, it's one of those things. He's been around for so long, since I was young. I've been following Philly forever now.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's never done anything. He's always been good to his fans, so...
Yeah, that's the thing. All the nefarious things that were being insinuated, if that's the word that we have to use now, because they're going to mince shit so fucking hard. The insinuation is that nefarious things are going to happen with Philly D. Now, there's really nothing to base that off of, whether it seems to be just based off of pure dislike of the guy. Everything else is ambiguous. There's no facts. So I don't know how people get there, but hey, to each their own.
Well, yeah.
Don't donate.
Well, it's because of the competitor aspect of it. I mean,
sure.
If you were Keem, wouldn't you feel be a little intimidated about
Absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, but I'd be hoping that if I was in Keem, I would understand that I'm not in the exact same space as Philly D. Keem wants to think that he is, but the reality he's not. They're in different spaces. They are. They're in different stratospheres. He's different. They are different entertainers. They are different news providers. It is what it is, but it takes everything so fucking personally. Everything is personal with him. It's just how it is.
Oh, yeah.
The man that alerts drama. That's all I got.
Oh yeah, definitely. He's more on the scarce end of the news network.
I agree.
On YouTube.
I agree completely. I think
and
that there's
Philly D's in his own.
Yeah. One's TMZ. The other is more closer to mainstream media than anything we have on YouTube. Take that for however you like. You got anything else for me there, Miss 409?
No. That was all. And thank you so much for taking my call.
Fantastic. Can I get a delete?
Delete.
There you. Oh, that was adorable. That was an adorable delete. Oh God, I am just plum Tucker. That was just so adorable. Thanks a lot. You have a good night. That was adorable. Delete. That was great. Oh my God. All right, let's go back to Discord. We got people waiting. Oh, let's stay with the female persuasion and bring in the original stalker of stalkers, the person that even deletion could not render obsolete, the one, the only, Miss Faye Faye. What's up, Miss Faye Faye? Oh, I gave her a great fucking intro.
No, I'm here.
Okay, hold on one second. We got a donation. Dubious donated $1. Daniel Keem got deleted. Harder than the strong bad email. #delete. #obsolete. Thank you, Dubious, for your donation. Much appreciated, buddy.
You're the best, Dubious.
Oh, another
pretty sure
donation.
we're
Excuse me,
friends.
Faye. I'm sorry. Oh, another. Well, I don't see that one. Ah, crap. I didn't see it. Oh, well. I'll go check in a second. Faye, what do you got for me there?
All right, so I just want to say that I just took a second because I had to pause your stream. So thank you for your patience, everybody. Second of all, I don't get the delete meme. I came and asked what the topic of the show was, and people just keep saying delete, and I'm kind of confused and scared.
Yeah, well, don't worry. As long as you believe in the 7 deities and the broken brilliance of everything that is in the world to die, then it will be okay. Deletion is the
I heard it
only
was something
way
to do with
solve it. Yes, it's a wrestling thing.
He making a dumbass of himself.
No, it's a wrestling thing. It's
a wrestling thing.
It's a wrestling. Yes, it's a big wrestling thing. It's one of the worst wrestling angles in the history of wrestling. It's the most ridiculous thing that has ever happened in the history of wrestling. That's saying something, and that's why I thought it was so appropriate to use that to kind of put this situation in its proper perspective. It is ridiculous, but at times very entertaining. So yes, it is
tell
Matt
me
Hardy.
what Keem is doing. Tell me what Keem is doing.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
It's about Keemstar?
Well, yes, but
Brace, did you lie to me?
No, wait a second. You want the entire sum up of everything that Keem has done in the last 48 hours?
No, like I just want to know what he's done just recently. Like I know what he said about like I know like a new beta came out with Clown on it.
Yes.
I'm assuming about Philip DeFranco. I just got
Yes.
home, so I haven't had a chance to click on it yet. But I just feel like Keem would hop on that.
He
pretty
did a
hard.
whole bunch of things where he fucking called me out, called Tommy out, said all we do is misconstrue everything he says. We twist everything that he says.
What?
Poor little Keem.
He called you out?
Oh yeah, of course.
on beta?
Oh yeah, because apparently he's so thin-skinned that an 8,000 fucking subscriber YouTuber threatens him for some fucking reason. Get over yourself.
That is
brother,
so fucking funny. Did he link your channel?
Of course not. No, but it's perfectly fine. And then his Clown is trying to convince him to come on Catch 33, which, by the way, I don't want him on. And Clown may not be yes, and I'll tell you why. Because there is no greater justice in this world. There is no greater reward that knowing that when we do get consistent, and I do believe we will, when we get consistent and Clown is there for each and every episode and everything is going the way it's supposed to go, we are going to bury fucking Baited. And it's going to be so satisfying when Catch 33 is the top fucking podcast on YouTube and Keemstar had nothing to do with it. I never want him
Especially
on.
since he's so trying. He's like Baited's not doing so he's like a new podcast with Leafy and Grade and anything for attention.
Now, I'm usually not a petty person, but I will be petty in this regard because I don't want him around it. I don't want him to smell it, sniff it, to be even perspiration from his little beard, chin hairs to be a part of Catch 33. So he doesn't want to be a part.
So true.
He doesn't want to be a part of our, in his words, peasant podcast. In fact, going so far to say the only way he'd go on is if we came up with $3,000 to pay him or give him 50% of the monetization. Well, he's a scumbag. Absolute scumbag. So that's completely fine with me. I would never pay him a dime. I do not want him involved with the show. I'm sure Clown does. And ultimately, he runs the damn thing. And if he wants him on, that's just how it's going to be. But I want to succeed in spite.
Yeah. And when he went on Hot Love Soup, I remember him being like, I'm your biggest guest on this. I gave you the most views, blah, blah, blah. Like, and that he would totally do that to you guys. He'd be like, yeah, you guys blew up because I went on.
Of course. So the only thing that we can do is delete him. Delete. Obsolete. I'm sorry, Faye. I think I'm having another return to the dark. I gotta let you go. I feel the broken copiousness calling me again. I can't help it. I don't know what's happening, but I feel it. I feel it deep inside of my bones. The broken copiousness has once again invaded this vessel. And deletion is the only way to deal with anything that is about the man who alerts drama. That is it. It is deletion, obsolete, And that is all. Yes. All right, let's get back to it. Yeah, man. Oh, by the way, friggin' Guncannon, you're amazing. Guncannon did that graphic for the broken fucking Dave. I mean, how good is that? How good is that? All right, let's get all the stupidity out of the way. Let's just look at this for a second. This is beautiful. Do you hear the piano in the background? It's real subtle. Listen, listen. Isn't that great? Isn't that great? Look at this. It's beautiful. We got that craziness in the background. And look who's peeking over. Oh, look at that. It's Brother Chemo, the man who alerts drama. Yes. All right, so there you go. That's wonderful. Guncannon. That's the type of stuff that Guncannon does for me, and he could do for you. Iron Knight Graphics. Go check him out. He's amazing. By the way, all the people who are saying that they just smoked weed, well, you came in at the right fucking time, didn't you? Big shout out to everybody in the chat. Make sure you hit that like button. We've got Low Spec Gamer, Gallery of Suicide, Blue Firefly, Colin, X Big E, Frenchie friggin' Ben from Montreal, Quebec, Canada, the man who smokes the wine. No, he drinks the wine. He smokes the cigarettes and he makes love to the women. Pyoxy's here. C Dirt, probably. Cross Arms is here. BJ Two Bears. Lord Vega, the man, the myth, the legend. Captain Kirsch, the beautiful Captain Kirsch. By the way, happy birthday to Diamond Eyes as well, who is a mod and a server admin for so many of us, and she's fantastic. Well, not me personally, but I am going to give her a higher role because she's great, and I do have some trust in her. She's fantastic. Critical Gamers here. I saw Liam here earlier. From Jesus Christ, Ace Trainer Liam is hanging around. Butter Demon. Timraw Gaming just donated $1. Keemstar lesser than DELETION Dave. DELETION Dave. You see what I did? That's clever shit. So thank you guys very much for hanging out. Hopefully you hit that like button and you're enjoying what you're getting today. A little bit more of a crazy show, but we're going to put it back to you guys and give you guys control of everything that's happening. Let's see what you guys want to talk about more. I know what this call is going to be. I know how cringy I'm about to be called. Let's bring her in and see what she has to say. She is the newly emancipated from school. The one, the only, the ravishing Aeon. What's going on, Dollface?
Oh, Dollface.
Yeah, you like that? I'm broken. My broken copy.
Yeah, of course you're broken. You're fucking referencing a TNA fucking meme.
No.
Way back in the day with Matt Hardy and Brother Jeff. Good Lord, dude.
He and Brother Nero are now in the WWE. Mr. Mihan. I think I messed that up. Big shout, another donation. D-Rock donated $5. Is that a Weird Al shirt? Yes, it is. Good friggin' eye, D-Rock. Yes, it is. Fantastic. What do you got for me, Miss Aeon?
That was a that was a fucking thing that happened on Tommy's show today.
What were you expecting?
Good Lord.
What were you expecting?
I don't why was Keem's my thing with my issue was like Keem's mic was kind of shit. I couldn't really hear him too well most of the time.
I mean, he's got like he's a millionaire and we're all peasants. So I mean, fix your mic, buddy. What the fuck?
I think he just probably was like calling from his fucking laptop or something.
Well, he doesn't need to give us his best equipment because we are beneath him. He controls us. He is the man who alerts drama. He's
the puppet master.
The god of
got
YouTube.
All the strings.
No gods, deities, 7 of them. Delete. Aeon, what is up?
Jesus Christ. His Leaving Angels. I'm not hating on Matt Hardy. I'm just making fun of the fucking meme.
Oh, it's the worst
TNA
gimmick.
Was a thing?
It was. But
did that start like back when TNA was a fucking thing?
Right, when it was still called TNA. It is. It's a dead meme. It's the worst fucking
It's like
gimmick.
the worst fucking gimmick, and you're using it on Keem.
Exactly. Do you see the logic of that? Do you see the reasoning for it?
I kind of do, which is why I thought it was fucking funny.
There's a direct reason for it because everything that he says at this point is fucking laughable. It's ridiculous. It doesn't make any sense. Just like total deletion. So let's make it appropriate. That's why he is Brother Chemo. By the way, I see Low Spec Gamer HD. Thank you for donating super chat. I appreciate that. Good shit. I
don't know if Chemo's a good nickname for him though, because chemo helps you with cancer.
Yeah, but see, I was gonna say something really mean. I'm not gonna say something mean. I'm not gonna say something.
Damn it! I was hoping.
I'm trying not to get too petty, but because he is deleted, I don't need to get petty anymore. He is obsolete. Oh, another donation. Thank you guys. You guys are freaking rock stars tonight. Tim Raw Gaming, $3. Keem probably had the mic up his ass while listening to Tommy shout at him.
Good Lord,
I like it so much. All right, Ayan, you got anything of actual substance for me? Because I do got some other people I want to get in there.
I did, but I forgot.
What do you got? Oh, okay, you can't. Well, if you remember,
I
call
am
back.
a fucking piece of shit like that, man.
It's
Now I'm
okay.
not gonna remember.
Well, feel free to come back in if you remember it all. Okay.
I will.
Take it easy. Thank you, Aeon. Good stuff. Let's bring in Leech. Man, Leech is live. A guy, my German brethren. I never talk to Leech anymore, man. It's always good to see him. How are you, the live of Leech? How are you doing today?
I'm doing pretty fine. Please don't quote any TNA memes on me. Thank you.
You will not be deleted. The 7 deities have spoken and said you are okay. What do you got for me, pal?
Dave, do you know the speech figure of the Sword of Damocles?
Yes, the sword.
the scene where this dude who tries to pander to the king wants to be the king, then gets to be the king, but under the rule that he needs to have a sword hanging above his head.
At all times, yes.
Keemstar is that dude who wants to be the king, who is jealous of Philly D sitting in the throne of the actual only person that gives relevant news on YouTube.
Yeah.
Jealous, trying to be the king, but does not want to take the risk of actually going there. Then Philly D goes to that extra step beyond petty drama, and then Keemstar starts to, basically Philly D is taking the challenge of the dangerous sword, while Keem is sitting back talking about reading tweets on his show, reading tweets, laughing about people saying the N-word 30 times in 60 seconds. That's what he's talking about.
Well, they're different forms. They're different forms of entertainment, and Keem is probably the only person who doesn't understand that. He doesn't realize it, and that's completely fine. If he thinks he is in that same class, which he's not, it's part of the reason why Philly D has so many more subs and so much more influence than Keem does, is because of the type of stories he does, the type of news he does, and how he brings it out. He's not sitting there masturbating the fucking misery like Keem does, okay? And that's a big reason why the fan bases are different.
I think the figure of the Damocles sword is still very fitting.
I think so
because too. One is willing to take the risk, the other isn't. And we know how Keem says, right? If something takes off and then at some point dangers start to come in, then he tends to pull out. That's what you said about the clown and Tommy thing.
Yeah, over and over, it seems to be a path of destruction in his wake. But
if anybody's interested in it, it's a Greek myth. If you want to read it up, it's legitimately fitting. You can tinfoil it down on this situation, 100%.
Agreed. We got another donation. I want to give a big shout out to that real quick. Brace110 donated $3. Please don't ban him from Catch 33. This is the best entertainment, and you know it. #trashcan. No, this doesn't interest me. This petty shit doesn't interest me. I understand that car wrecks and car crashes and all that shit do interest some people, but honestly, not me. It gets boring. It gets stupid. I'm not above it, but I'm certainly fucking not going to indulge it. It just makes no sense to me at this point. I think we're a little bit better than that. I think we're a little bit, we can have actual conversations. We don't need to just scream at each other. But with Keem, it always devolves in that because he only has so many things that he goes to. It's all he's got. And I'm not saying he's all bad. There's a lot of good things that I can point to that Keem has done. And in fact, if you have been watching the show for a while, you know that I have defended him. And so is Tommy when it has been warranted. But just because he helped Tommy out in the past and then later on tried to fuck him, just because I have been beneficiary to that said help that he gave Tommy, does not mean that garners unwavering fucking loyalty and never having to speak out against him. That's what he wants, and it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
Didn't Keem's entire career start off at some lawyer firm?
I have no idea. I didn't even know who the fuck he was until last year. And that was Too Tall. Of all people, my old buddy Too Tall is the one who actually explained to me who the fuck he was. Because I didn't know who he was. I wasn't into YouTube. I wasn't huge into it. I was in my wrestling corner. I was in my video game corner. I was in that stuff. I didn't care about a lot of the other crap. I just didn't. Not the drama stuff. Didn't interest me. And some aspects, it still doesn't. That's why I only talk about the things that usually relate to me, you know? So it is what it is. Leech, anything else for me, good sir?
Really, I made a video myself on the Philly D thing, but it basically boils down to the point that I made. Are we now in the age where we tell other people what they should do with their own money? It's like basically the argument that everybody was like, hey, he wants people to donate. Yeah, he wants people. He can't force anybody to do shit.
Yeah. So
calm the fuck down.
Exactly.
That's the argument. That's the argument of people earned the money somehow, and they get to decide on how they spend it. Some people spend it on drugs. Other people spend it on food, and then some people might decide to donate $5.
Hold on, DJ T Bears donated $1. Can Leech be live if it's a recording? Yeah, good point. He's got you there. He's got you in the logic trap. How can Leech be live if it's a recording? That's true. Your name is invalid. Yeah. Your name is deleted. No, I totally get what you're saying, though, because, I mean, that's the point that I've made. I mean, look, if we have to go to the point where it is on the users to decide if they want to donate, which I think is completely reasonable, that should be the point that we go on. But people don't want to do that. They want to talk about who should be allowed to create a Patreon and who shouldn't. That's ridiculous. Phil is awfully cool, donated $2. Faye is most attractive of guest stars, hands down. She should also go on a date with me. Faye, go do what you do, girly. Make sure you guys go check out Leech's video. He's got a really good channel. He puts a lot of work into his videos. He's a good guy, well-spoken, and well-researched. Leech, you got anything else for me, pal?
You know, I wanted to say, Faye, if somebody's willing to donate $2 for you to Dave's stream, that is 100% a reason to go on it.
That's right. Take it.
Peace out, Dave.
Take it easy, Leech. Good stuff. It's always good to hear from Leech, man. He's my German brethren. He's a good guy. He's a good guy. Let's go ahead and take some more callers here. Let's try Dated Rhyme. Dated Rhyme, excuse me. You're live with Dead on Dave. What you got?
Thank you very much. One of the things I want to talk about that I can't stand about the Borough Chemo, you know, he has his faults, but he doesn't know jack shit about English football. I apologize.
I can't stand the footballs, so that football.
I'm not a follower of the footballs. However, I can certainly tell you that a silly American man who doesn't know shit about football should not support Manchester City.
I can't even speak on it. He can like who he wants to like. If he sounds stupid doing it, that's completely fine too. Even better for the obsolete man who alerts drama.
The norm man.
The norm man. Yeah.
Even the Pastafarians don't like him. The Pastafarians like everybody.
Did you say Rastafarians?
No, the Pastafarians.
Oh, I thought you said Rastafarians, because that would have been.
No, you'll have to talk to Real Talk about the Rastafarians. He'll probably know more than me.
Rasta, what you know about the Rasta boy? Where is my fucking Rasta Dave? There he is. I'm trying to find Rasta Dave. That's what I'm trying to do. Hold on one second. I gotta change hats. You guys, there's enough people in here. We're about to hit 100 likes, so we need a copious hat change.
On, if that counts.
It's time for your favorite, my favorite, our favorite. It's Rasta Dave. What you know about that by the beach, boy? Who's from Kingston? If you're in Kingston, go ahead, throw one in the chat. Bye. You know what I'm saying there. By the beach. Bye. What's up, baby? I am getting a look of disgust. Hi, baby. What's wrong? Hi. What? That was a perfect Jamaican accent. Flawless. You don't know accents.
I rate it, if that counts as shit. Don't know.
All right, Dave, you got anything else for me, Mr. Dated Rhyme?
What's your favorite flavor of pancakes?
Blueberry. Blueberry with a little bit of honey.
My G.
There you go.
Right, as we were.
Delete,
motherfucker!
Delete! He is obsolete. It's wonderful. The deletion is true. Thank you guys for getting me over 100 likes on the video. Much appreciated. Hopefully you guys are having a good time. And let's keep the deletion going with a good friend. He is just an amazing entrepreneur and a man who probably deals with more shit than you could possibly imagine. He is the guy who inspires me, Santa Claus. You're live with Dead on Day. What you got, buddy?
I'm really upset. I've just
Why?
got banned by Keemstar.
Oh no,
On Twitter.
have you been
Oh, no.
deleted?
Yes, I've been deleted
It's
for
okay.
saying he got deleted.
He's been deleted and you have been restored in the waters of reincarnation. Welcome to my broken copiousness.
Okay.
Mark Prekash. That's pretty funny. Pasta Dave. Boom. Colin, we need to start a Patreon so YouTubers can get pussy. I have a daughter, so I've at least fucked once, which is probably more than you. Think about your life choices. Go on, time out. Think about them life choices. Xanta, what do you got for me, buddy?
Well, I think this Philly D thing is just ridiculous, to be perfectly honest.
Sure, yeah.
Because, I mean, he doesn't have to disclose anything.
No, he doesn't. I agree with that.
Necessarily.
Everybody's
It's
talking
like-
about disclosing. I do think that if he wants people to take him a little more seriously, he probably should be more transparent because he has brought up transparency almost every day of every show he's ever done. It's one of his watchwords is transparency. So I think for his own sake, he needs to be more transparent, and I think he will.
Yeah, I hope that. But it's like with every company, there's stuff that you won't get behind the scenes, but there's always a front with most companies.
Yeah.
So I think that's something that most people need to look at. But overall, I don't see a problem really with him going to fans or argument that no YouTubers should use Patreon or Keem and that side of things trying to decide who gets to
You're
use it.
right.
It's ridiculous.
It's a ridiculous argument.
It's like,
It exists. It exists not just for a specified. There's nothing on Patreon that says if you are in this tax bracket, you are not allowed to use Patreon. That doesn't exist. If it did, I'd be okay with that being enforced. Okay, this is not meant. If that was the design of Patreon, if that was the design of crowdfunding, if there were certain crowdfunding services that were not designed for high income users, I would be okay with that. And I would be like, Philly D should not be using that because that is not what it's designed for. But the fact is, it's not. It's designed for everybody. It's designed to be all inclusive, which is a word that we're supposed to be loving right now, right? Well, fuck me in the beard. Apparently not, because millionaires can tell other millionaires that they're bad people for fleecing, snake oiling their... Yeah, and by the way, Keem, if you're watching, which you're probably not, but for anybody who believes for a second that Keem was trying to actually say that he was not making any accusations towards Philly D, what the fuck does snake oil mean? What does snake oil mean, you fuck? The man who alerts the dramas. Anything else you got for me, Mr. Santa Claus?
if there's only one criticism I would have of Philly D is that I don't think he should have used Patreon.
I don't think anybody can really hear you, by the way. Your mic is really low.
I said that the only criticism I really have of Philly D is that I don't think he should have used Patreon. I think he should have used something like Kickstarter or Indiegogo.
I don't think it matters. It wouldn't have mattered. He would have been he would have been slammed either way. It doesn't matter. I get the one criticism I do get is, well, he's getting this money monthly. If those people sign up monthly, maybe they're only donating for the 1 month to get the perk and then they're going to pull out. You don't know. There's too much ambiguity here.
True.
Too much ambiguity. You can cancel Patreon any fucking time you want. You're not locked in for a set amount of time. So there you go. Hey, Xanta, I'm going to get some other calls, buddy. I appreciate it. You have a good night.
Okay, that's great. You too.
Now you got loud. Right at the end, you got loud.
Internet connection.
All right, buddy. Take it easy. Good stuff. Always nice hearing from Santa Claus. Let's go ahead and bring in my Lord, your Lord, one of my 7 deities, and he will never be obsolete. The one, the only Vega. What's up, pal?
What's up, man?
How you doing, buddy?
Good, good. Dude, what happened?
What do you mean? I don't know.
That was crazy.
What, the deletion?
Man, woosah.
The deletion?
Yeah.
No, it's the only way you can do it.
I didn't. The chat had to explain it to me because I had no idea what the fuck you were talking about with this. Like you kept saying delete. Like, what? This has to be something I'm just not understanding.
You're not nerdy enough. You know, it's probably a good thing that you don't know what it is. It's probably
guess,
for
I
the
don't know.
best.
I used to watch wrestling when it was like Stone Cold and all those fucking guys.
Did you say
but-
Stone Cold? You mean Stone Cold Steve Austin? The man from
Yeah, that
Texas?
guy.
Man who'll stomp a mud hole in your ass and walk it dry? The 316 bust a nut in your mouth? He never busted a nut in anyone's mouth in the ring, so I don't even know why I
Yeah,
said
that guy.
Yeah, that was a little extreme. I don't know what happened. I lost control.
Yeah, once he took off, it was like, I don't know.
I wish I had a good reason why the delete thing happened today, but as I'm sitting there and realizing that I was going to be having to defend anything that was said on fucking Baited about me, that I was simply tired of it. You know, it's like he's never going to acknowledge or adhere to anything that anybody says. Anybody who says anything he doesn't like, they're manipulators. So what's the fucking point? So I went to the most ridiculous fucking thing that I could think of. And this is coming from a guy who's wearing a Rasta hat right now. So, you know, I had to dig really fucking deep and I found something. Deletion. Yes. Yes. Yes.
I thought, I don't know. It went from like maybe 4 or 5 seconds of, man, I hate when you motherfucker, and then it blew up. And I was like, as soon as he says, I've been wanting to do this to you for a long time, I stopped because I'm writing something right now. And I stopped what I was doing and I looked at the screen and I was like, he's going to blow his ass up. He's going to blow his ass up. And then
how good do you feel that was your fucking bomb? That was your bomb.
That was.
Hold on 1 second. Lunchbox Marathon donated $5. This is such a non-goddamn issue. What the fuck does it even matter where the platform is? Why the fuck does it matter if he takes donations or not? Keep going around creating drama where there is none so he can do something that I couldn't read the last couple of words. Sorry.
Oh, I didn't even catch it. I always pause it once you bring me in. So
yeah, no. What was the last couple of words that he said? I'm sorry. I do want to make sure that was a good donation. I appreciate that. So his channel can get a little bit better. Thank you, Lunchbox Marathon. Tiny Hole Timmy. Thank you very much for that. Yeah, that was your bomb, dude. I mean, that's like you're like the guy who painted Fat Man and Little Boy on the fucking nukes, dude. I mean, come on, dude. You're that guy.
That was epic, though. That's probably the best bomb he's ever laid. And I was hoping he would let it run through just to make sure he stamped his logo on there.
I feel bad that I didn't tell Tommy what I was planning on doing. I just wanted to hit the points that I wanted to hit real quick and then go crazy. And I don't think he liked that too much. But you know, I've been teasing the deletion all day, so I had to go through with it. So
I think it would be pretty interesting to see you and him go at it.
He doesn't want
to see. I saw how he came in saying all that shit, but I was like, yeah, if everybody could just calm the fuck down and then
I would love to have a discussion.
That would have been a great
you know what I want, and I know I said earlier that I don't want him on Catch 33. That is true. I don't want him on Catch 33 because he'll take credit for us taking off, and I don't want that. But you know what I do want? I want an interview on my channel. I would love to have an actual fucking discussion with this guy. A serious, legit interview. I've been interviewing people for a long time. It's a passion. I love doing it. I'd be fair with him. And he's fascinating. And I want to have that fucking conversation. I would love to go one-on-one with Keem. I'm not afraid of him. I have no fucking fear of that guy. None. Zero. Zilcho. He is brother Chemo. Fuck all that. I don't give a shit.
Right. I hear you. I'm just saying, I think it would be good just to see, you kind of dish out some points, a few facts, and then little retorts here and there from whatever he's spitting out. Because a lot of the times
he'll never let me get to it.
Dudes like that they kind of shift around in their argument, or they're trying to, get it dumbed down to the point where everybody's getting it. And then if you come back with something that's a little bit more complicated, but it makes sense if you understand what the fuck you're saying.
Sure.
It tends to start to be like, what, Dave? What the fuck is Dave talking about?
How many conversations?
We get it when he's coming at it now.
In all the years that Keem has been doing this, in all the years that he has been on podcasts and such, how many times, honestly, if I'm wrong, tell me, how many times can you honestly remember him having a prolonged conversation like you just described? Doesn't happen.
As a long one, I don't think I've seen one. I don't know if there's one out there.
They
but
don't
I
exist.
haven't personally heard one.
I think they're the fucking unicorn because he's incapable. The second that anything turns against him, he goes on to attack. He can't. He has no more than one fucking move. If his first argument fails, you're a manipulator. You're a liar. You're twisting my words. You're a bad person. That is his move, and it's what he uses. That is it.
Right. And I think that's part of the whole. Well, it's entertaining.
Sure.
You know, it's entertaining, and it's like, yeah, but do you want to get a discussion going, or a debate, or do you want to just entertain? Because then we could just scream at each other.
Right.
Let me know before I show up, though. You know, because I don't want to show up trying to actually debate you, and all we're doing is talking shit. You know, like,
tell me what hat I need to be wearing. You know, let me know how I should be coming dressed. Should I wear a suit or should I get my coveralls on? You know, it's like,
yeah, should I bring the brass knuckles? What do you want me to do, man? You know,
right.
Because, well, it's almost similar to you know, Tommy going on this show with Hey, Watch Your Mouth.
Right.
Hey, Watch Your Mouth seemed like he was showing up to talk, while Tommy was showing up to straight up just fuck you and your mother in their mouth or whatever the fuck he was saying to him. And I was watching that like, what is going on here, dude? I was more confused than anything. So
there seems to be a lot of that in this platform. There seems to be a lot of that in this community. Lots of confusion. Thank you for the donation in the super chat there, Low Spec Gamer. I appreciate that. There seems to be a lot of confusion. And, you know,
yeah, I still think the Philly D thing is valid from my point of view. It's not just so why are we who gives a fuck, this and that. I just think that maybe if you're gonna call somebody out just because it's Philly D, you can't not do it. You know what I mean? Because yeah, I trust the guy. I'm sure he's gonna do a fine job. But you gotta ask yourself, why is an individual that does that, we assume, but I think it is reality, he does have quite a bit of money.
Well,
I don't know if he's a millionaire.
Still, that shouldn't preclude him from being able to create a Patreon. That's really my argument. Whether fucking
no,
Philly
I don't
D's
think
doing
anybody's saying ban him. Did
Well,
anybody say like he should
Keem,
not?
No, Keem and Clown
Oh, he did?
specifically
Okay.
has said millionaires should not be able to have a Patreon. That is their entire argument.
Yeah, no, you're right.
That's their
You're right,
entire
you're right.
argument. And then it goes on to other things from there. Snake oil and all this other shit. Accusations and fucking insinuating things. That is their argument. And now they'll say...
My thing, when you and I were talking, I would say my thing mainly was show your shit so we make sure people aren't getting fucked.
Be transparent.
Because I don't think, dude, that you get any kind of legal ramifications for you not coming through with shit. You know how many scams are on Kickstarter and all these other things?
It depends.
Look at how many
There are
Patreons that nobody executes shit.
True. Tommy's
You know?
looking into that, though, because there is some interesting legality depending on the verbiage that he uses. And there could be some ramifications for him depending on the state that he lives and the verbiage that he uses and such, but we don't know for certain. But still, here's another thing. It's still very early in this process. We don't know that he's not going to give more updates. He says May 8th, everybody's going to get a hell of a lot more information. He says, I'll see you May 8th. And everything should be, if things don't start coming out by then, I think that we start talking about it in a different light. And still, even then, it's still on the individual if there is enough there for them to want to donate. Still, even then, I'm not donating because my own requirements for what I will donate to, well, plus I'm broke as fuck. But I mean, aside from your guys' donations, but other than that, Dead on Dave's broke as a motherfucker. But you know, it's my personal requirements for donating to somebody hasn't been filled because he hasn't been transparent enough. But still, that's not the argument. The argument for me is only based around should he be able to have a Patreon, and 100% yes, he should, and it's up to the people that want to fucking donate. That's it for me.
Yeah, I think at the base, at the core of it, dude, it's your money. If you want to donate to him, go for it, bro. You know what I mean? It's just, I feel like it should be questioned to some extent because of the money.
Let me ask you
why
something.
turn cheater fans? Because I think that is a precedent. I mean, he's not the first one to do it.
No,
but a
not
good
by
guy
far.
doing it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's kind of shady to me.
Sure.
It's like, dude, just chill. Okay, first of all, do you need? So I can show you right now with a green screen. I can make some shit look like fucking last week tonight.
Sure.
And it'll sell. You know what I'm saying?
I know,
like,
I get that.
Nobody can give me the bullshit that, oh, he can't do it because he just doesn't know what you know, Vega.
It all depends on what he's
editor.
actually planning on doing. Yeah, that argument to me even doesn't really hold a lot of weight to me because that's not how I'm looking at things of what he can do with what money. I don't care about all that because obviously to me there seems to be
why does he need the money?
Exactly. Because what he is let me finish here. Because what he is stating, there seems to be something bigger than just a green screen to me.
Well, I tell you, if this fucking thing is just a YouTube channel, what?
Even then, he's got to justify that type of money. And we'll see what he does with it. Philly D is a guy who seems to be pretty calculated in the things that he does. And the fact is, he just got out of a situation where he had 2 mergers in his last fucking corporation and then eventually had to get fucking the doors shutted against his own fucking will. In fact, had to go out and rebuy his own rights to his own fucking name. So he's been through a hell of a lot. So him not wanting to go the corporate route makes sense to me because he just went through that headache. Why would you? So now the next logical thing is, why doesn't he take a loan? Why doesn't he do something that's more private, that the people won't have any hands in his pockets? Well, maybe he simply didn't want to leverage his family's future potentially for something that may not succeed. And I get that. So I don't know.
Sure,
I'm
just
not
ask me for money.
Right. Yeah.
Sure, ask me for money, buddy.
Sometimes you throw it against the wall and see what sticks. And if you have that type of rapport with your fan base where trust is both ways, that's something that should be commended in a way, the way I look at it. I mean, Jesus Christ, 14,000 people trust this motherfucker. That's incredible. I don't think there's 14 people who trust me, give me $10. I mean, it's...
Yeah.
You know what? I think that's pretty impressive. But can he fuck it up? Yes, he can. Will he? I have no idea. None. Not a clue.
Yeah, true. So what's this question you had?
Oh, yes. The question I had for you. Now, Tommy took a lot of exception to a remark that Keem made about me during the show, which Tommy took as a little bit of a slur, a knock towards service members. And he called me dead on disabled, which I don't give a fuck. I actually thought it was a funny line. I thought the episode of Baited was actually pretty funny, to be honest. So Tommy is pointing to things that Baited has said in the past about service member stuff. Do you find, as a service member, you are by far the most high-speed fucking soldier I've ever met. Mean that wholeheartedly. And I was in 2-6 infantry, 1st AD. I've known some bad motherfuckers myself. But you're the most high-speed motherfucker I've ever met in the Army. And where do you stand on that? Do you think that it's a little bit of an overreaction? Do you think it's a card to be played? Do you think it should be something to be completely ignored? It's something as soldier to soldier. I just kind of want to get your opinion on.
I've known dudes like that, like growing up forever, dude. I've come across him all the time, dude. So he doesn't look like unfamiliar to me. It's not like magic what he does when he talks shit to people or anything like that. I've known so many people. I'm sure you have too, dude.
Sure.
So
to me, it doesn't bother me at all.
Yeah, to me, it's not a personal thing against your
my service.
The way I see it, anyway.
Not at all.
It's not a personal thing against your service. He's saying anything he can in order to knock you down a few pegs or get you to kind of stumble. He needs you to get off your game so you can come down to the level where he is an expert at. That's what people do. That's why a lot of the times when people try to get into it with me, then I just, all right, well, are you going to do something about it or no? Physically, are you gonna do something or no? Because you can shut your fucking mouth right now. Because I'll shut it for you. That's why when people say violence doesn't solve any problems, or I can shut your ass up.
It certainly does. It solves the problem of silence.
Yeah, but I mean that's only if you get people like hounding you and all that shit. But that's like a face-to-face thing. When you're talking about a dude like that, when he's saying, "Oh, they're all disabled" or whatever the fuck he said, he's doing that just to crack a joke on you, to kind of belittle you or kind of get you to a level where it's like. Dead on Dave, he's a conscious dude to where he uses his intellect, he can debate, he knows what he's talking about. Whenever he's talking about it, if he doesn't, he'll admit it, yada yada. So in a certain sense, you're an honorable guy.
Try to be
right, but he needs you to not be that in that moment. So he needs to crack on you so you can get off of it. You need to stumble. Because if you don't, then you're gonna.
You mean like start deleting him? Would that constitute?
Okay, yeah, there you go. So you wound up getting down to his level, Dave.
No, I went below his level. I went below that. I dug underneath the bedrock of the level that Keem was at. I'm done. Sylphit donated $11. Isn't it funny how badly people need to be able to make a judgment of a character of some random person online? We're so desperately searching for signs that will tell us about their character as if it really matters in the end. Love your show, by the way. Fantastically written thing. It is 100% true because we as people are inherently petty. We love to be able to see people get knocked down. Now, to be fair, it's mostly so we can see them stand the fuck back up because we are a sick civilization. There's no doubt in my mind about that. We love seeing people fall, don't we? But yet, we'll root for those same motherfuckers who fall if they start coming back up. We're a very weird society.
We are. I think I'm a part of that crowd, though. I love underdogs, man.
Oh yeah, redemption stories are the best. Yeah.
Love them, dude. Yeah. Especially guys, they have everything around them. Not, I'm not talking like, Charles Manson or anything. I'm talking about fucking, he's got the government and the planet Earth against. No, not that guy.
Charlie.
I mean.
Did he die yet? Is he still on the planet? I can't remember.
I don't know.
Did he die last year, or is he? I think he's still.
I don't know. I think he started a Patreon though. So
there you
might want to check him out, guys. On Patreon.
UncleCharlie.com. Go check him out. I'm going to run through a couple more callers, brother.
Go for it.
Eventually, I'm going to have you co-host some stuff with me, man, because you always bring so much, and I appreciate what you do, man. You come on, you always kill it. So thank you for being fucking
Love you, man. Oh, Faye is my bestie, apparently. I was ordered to make the statement.
Ordered? I didn't know you get ordered by anything. Holy shit.
No, not really.
That's impressive.
Anyway, all right. Thank you, dude.
Take it easy, buddy. Make sure you check out The Lord Vega over at The Lord Vega here on YouTube and on Twitter. He is the graphic designer of Catch 33. Now, I do want to let everybody know the new episode of Catch 33 will not have Lord Vega in it. The reason for it being is at 7:30 this morning, I got woken up by Tommy C. We had a conversation, and then I ended up talking to Clown. About 30 minutes later, he wanted to go immediately. So as soon as Tommy ended up waddling back from taking his son to daycare, we all jumped on, and we did an episode of Catch 33. Now, that was 8:30, 9:30 in the morning here in Germany, 8:30 in the UK, but that's 11:30, midnight, 1 in the morning-ish territory. No, it wasn't even that late. It was later. Now that I think about it, it was 3, 4 in the morning. So, for Mr. Vegas. So he was not there for that episode, but he'll be there in spirit as always. And he's going to be adding his little je ne sais quoi to the show when the graphics come around for YouTube. Let's take a Skype caller. Last Skype caller of the night. Then we're going to go exclusively back to my Discord, but I got to take this guy because it's been a while since I've heard from him. He's one of my longest tenured callers. He's a good friend, and he's got the best name in all of Skype. Kakarabia is here. Kakarabia. What you doing, buddy?
Yo, what's going down, Mr. Dave? How are you, man?
Deletion is going down. We are deleting obsolete people.
Man, yeah, it's been a while, man. Spoken to you, man. I'm just chilling. Just got home from work, man. I saw that you were on. Just showing you some love.
I appreciate that, man. I do appreciate that.
Yeah, let me see. Just a couple questions, man.
All right, real quick, what do you got for me?
Yeah, one question, look, man. What do you think is going to be the main event of Great Balls of Fire?
Gun to my head. Braun Strowman, Brock Lesnar.
All right, and how about Roman Reigns? Who he's going to feud with, in your opinion, you know?
I think Roman's going to take a little bit of a hiatus, and he may return in that match to get his revenge on Braun Strowman and set up a prolonged feud with him. I know we've already seen a lot of it, but I don't think that they're done with each other, so I wouldn't be surprised if he gets involved there. And if not, I really don't know where he goes. He's got a lot of options at the moment. I could also see him going a little bit further down, and if we see some sort of alliance of a 3-man team, whether it be Finn Balor and the Club or Samoa Joe with a couple others, I do think the possibility of a Shield resurrection exists. I think there's a very good possibility.
All right, cool. That's my first question. My other question is, who do you think is going to be Randy Orton for the title?
I want to say AJ Styles, but I don't think AJ is going to take it back off of him. If he does, I believe it'll be given back to Randy relatively quickly. I think the guy who's going to be the next real, true champion on SmackDown, WWE champion, will be Shinsuke Nakamura.
Wow.
That's my answer to everything, baby. It's Shinsuke.
Wow. Damn, man. The other thing is that I don't see Vince McMahon giving the belt to Shinsuke. Like,
I don't know.
see it.
They're pushing him hard. Nobody saw him giving it to Kevin Owens or AJ Styles or even back in the day a Shawn Michaels type, but he has. Gave it to Daniel Bryan. Gave it to a lot of guys that people wouldn't expect him to give it to. There's a good possibility that Shinsuke is going to get it, especially with the expansion in the Asian markets. So don't be surprised. That's the beauty of having two belts. That's the beauty of having two main titles. That's the beauty of it.
Yep. Well, I really, really want to see Shinsuke have the belt, man. But, Vince McMahon is one of those people that I don't think that there's ever been a Japanese WWE champion, in my opinion.
There hasn't been, you can make the argument there hasn't been a Japanese or an Oriental, can you say Oriental anymore? I have no fucking idea. I just said it. Asian athlete or personality quite the fucking type of person that Shinsuke is. So only time's going to tell with that, brother. Let me get some other callers because nobody in the chat is here for wrestling. So let me...
Oh, what? Nobody in the chat is here for wrestling? Oh, man, I was going to give you one fact. And then I'm out of here.
One fact. All right, go ahead.
Yeah, well, you know the house that these guys fought in, Randy Orton and Bray Wyatt? The house, whatever. You know that house was originally the first house that it ever gave in the In Your House pay-per-view?
No
that
shit.
You had to, that was the first house. Yeah, you had to win that you could win that house. That was the house right there, man.
That's interesting.
And,
good fact.
Yeah.
All right, Kaka.
Well, yeah, man. Good hearing from you, my hearty, man. Take it easy, man.
Absolutely, brother. I appreciate it. Longtime friend. Kaka Rabia. Take it easy, buddy.
Man.
Now, as you know, we do have a long-standing in the wrestling community. We still cover a lot of wrestling here, and we will be making up the SmackDown versus Raw review battle. That's going to happen. Wrestling is ingrained into this channel, and it always will be. In fact, if you look on your screen, we are partnered with WrestleCrate.co.uk. If you're in Australia, if you're in New Zealand, if you're in Europe, if you're in the UK, and you love wrestling, or you just love subscription boxes, you want to sign up with WrestleCrate. Some of the stuff that I've gotten from WrestleCrate is friggin' amazing, man. I mean, you've seen it. Stuff like this, Too Sweet stuff, the autographs, the DVDs, which we will be doing giveaways for, and all of this. And if you're not signed up with WrestleCrate, you got to use promo code DeadOnDave. It saves you 10%. And if you do it before May 12th, we're running out of time here, this is what you're going to get in this month's WrestleCrate. That's right. It is Kenny Omega, the cleaner. You got to get in with that because holy God, how amazing is that? So go into the description box, sign up for WrestleCrate, use promo code DeadOnDave, save 10%, and get yourself some Kenny Omega stuff. All right, let's go back to the Discord. Thank you guys for hanging out. I appreciate that. Thanks for indulging the little promo there. Let's go back to Discord and start running through the last of these callers so we can go to sleep because we've already been going for over an hour. It's Old School Matt. You're live with Dead on Dave. What you got?
Honestly, I think Keemstar bringing you into this situation was beyond bullshit.
I'm fair game, man. I have called him out. I have said some things about him. If he wants to come at me, that's fine. But if the man who alerts drama is going to accuse me of twisting, well, he can't start a conversation by twisting words. That's called hypocrisy. And I am not one who's going to stand by, and neither is Tommy C, by the way, and let that fucking happen. We are going to call that out each and every single time, and that's why most of the conversations with Brother Chemo devolves into screaming matches, because he can't have that. And that's fine. I don't care. That's completely fine with me.
And I love that he dropped you and Tommy's favorite word.
Which one?
False narrative.
Yeah, right. That's right. But it is okay because he has been deleted, Matt. He's deleted. He is obsolete. Do you believe he is deleted?
I believe he has been deleted.
That's right. Matt, you got anything else for me, buddy?
Just one thing.
Yes, sir.
Keemstar, is the older brother of Sean's view.
You think my penis is deformed? You want to see my dick? You want to see my dick? All right, Old School. You have a good night, buddy.
You too, Dave. Later.
That's good shit. Old School Matt with a Sean's View Entertainment fucking reference. Holy God. Let's bring in Smoke the Bear. You're live with Dead on Dave. What you got?
Hi. Can you hear me all right?
I can. You sound wonderful. Yes. What do you got for me, buddy?
Awesome. Oh, hey. I've been trying to get on Sean the Point, but Dead on Dave is pretty good.
Well,
Thank
you know what?
having
I
me
will be your silver medal, buddy. I'm okay with that. I'll be your silver medal. What do you got?
Honestly, with Catch 33, I really think Clown's holding you guys back.
No, we're only relevant because of Clown.
No, not really. You guys are great in your own. You can't just depend on Clown.
It's not depending on Clown. It's simply acknowledging who the draw is. And he's the draw. People come there for Clown. Just like Tommy understood that people didn't go the baited for him. They went for Clown and Keem. Right now, they're probably coming to Catch 33. A good majority of people.
Tommy.
Yeah, I love Tommy too, but he wasn't the draw of Baited, and we're not the draw of Catch 33. I think we're establishing ourselves, and I think this latest episode that's getting put out tonight, you will see. Clown and I, we go at it. We go at it. We go really hard at each other, and Tommy takes more of a role like he did in Baited. He was kind of that third guy in, and he kind of let Clown and I go, and it was a good show. It had a lot more of the original Baited feel, the type of argument, not the exact same type of devolving into chaos, but it was a good show with a really, really good argument at its core. It was a lot of fun to be a part of. I felt comfortable.
Yeah, it's always good, but it's just the schedule, you guys. It's like every 3 weeks now.
If that, and it does suck, but it is what it is. There's things going on that not everybody can possibly know, and Clown's got a lot of stuff going on, and that's something that we walked into. We knew that was a good possibility of happening, and it did, and we're working on it, and Clown is trying to be around more, and now that he got his video out, we're fully expecting to be putting out episodes far more frequently. One is coming out tonight, supposedly. So it's recorded. It's ready to go.
All right. That's good news. What else is going on?
I don't know. You tell me. You got anything else? I got some other callers I'd love to get to.
You go ahead and get to them, man. Thanks for having me on.
No
I'll
problem.
Try to get on Tommy's show for once.
Well, maybe he'll let you in and you'll finally get that gold medal. Okay, buddy? You have a good night.
Yeah.
Take it easy. Good stuff, man. That guy was monotone as hell. He was country monotone. He had that little bit of a draw rasp. I like that. That was kind of cool. All right. I appreciate everybody so far tonight. We're having a good time. We're talking all kinds of good stuff. The copious wife is hanging out. She's being quiet, playing Pokemon because she doesn't really care what's going on in my world. I deleted a man tonight.
I know. I was
deleted. He's obsolete. You look like a cancer patient. Don't say that. Baby.
Oi.
You know if something happens to you that I'm coming with you, right? You might as well get a coffin built for two. Bicycle built for two, get a coffin made for two. Alicia's going to have to go find some fucking friends. Because I'm not, you're not leaving me here by myself.
Go get to your cars.
No. Don't put that on yourself. Don't say things like that. Mr. Meeseeks donated $2. I'm Mr. Meeseeks. Look at me. I want to make Keemstar tell the truth. Who wrote me into this? Just kill me now. Thank you, Mr. Meeseeks. Talented individual you are. Let's take some more callers before we skedaddle. This is going to be fun. Let's see if we can make this work. Got screwed. You're live with Dead on Dave. What you got?
Feel okay with that enunciation?
Hey, okay. I think I nailed it. I don't know that typical
last
term
time too.
Yeah, I'm a very acerbic linguist of the masses of all nationalities. It's what I do.
Okay. Can we talk about Philly D a little more?
Sure. What do you want to talk about? Hopefully it's not going to be something that we've gone to the grave about already, but go ahead. Tell me what you got.
Well, no. So how much do you know about iDubbbz and his old content?
Not a lot. Not a whole hell of a lot. More of his more recent stuff.
So he started with a thing called Kickstarter crap where he would go and he'd find projects that he thought were shit and had like really bad reasoning. And recently he's been on a roll kind of taking down some channels, Leafy and Dana and all that good stuff.
Content cop and all that. Yeah.
Do you think that could be a left field that nobody's expecting? Like, I don't see it happening necessarily, but I think it's a possibility no one's considering that iDubbbz goes after Philly D and in kind of the same vein.
Well, the thing is, he can't go after his content. It's like his content is pretty unfuckwithable. It's pretty solid. I don't think he has a personal reason to go after Philly D. If he wants to go after him over this, he doesn't have to do a content comp to do that. I don't think it would be a wise career choice for iDubbbz. Let's face it, everybody else that he has targeted, they were soft targets. They were ripe for the fucking picking, Keem included. All of them have been ripe for the picking. Philly D is really not, because the reality is it is a very, very small minority, albeit very loud minority of people who are complaining about this. He's getting no backlash outside of the fucking commentary community. They're the only ones who seem to give a shit. Nobody cares, because most people tend to just feel that this is a situation between Patreon and patrons. That is their situation. So.
Well, yeah, and I think he's far removed enough from, if you want to call it the commentary community, I think he's far removed enough that he probably just doesn't see it as like a big deal like other people do. He probably takes the reasonable approach, like, he can ask if he wants, if people want to donate, they want to.
Yeah, I think that's what it really comes down to. So no, I don't see iDubbbz taking that on. I just don't think it would be a smart move for him. Unless something else happens. If another shoe drops and Philly D does become weakened in a weakened spot, like you can make the argument that it could have happened 6-7 months ago when some of the news about SourceFed and stuff was coming out, but who knows? I don't think it's gonna happen now, but we'll see.
I think if that May 8th info doesn't drop, then that would be like maybe more reason to do it, and in addition to the SourceFed stuff, that could be just more evidence to pile on. But I mean, beyond that, I think you're probably right. I
just don't think it's a very strong case. Yeah, there's really not. It's going to seem
pretty
very
personal. Like she definitely went after him.
Oh, sure. and still, even if she wouldn't have, soft target. Still soft target. All right, got screwed. I appreciate you calling in. You go ahead and say your name. Say this name, because can you even say it?
It's Cuckoo Kachu got screwed.
Oh. There's an F in there, though.
Wolverine Origins. Great,
no, okay.
Just absolute cinematic masterpiece.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, now I couldn't really read it. It's really small and my eyes suck. So, but yes, it does say Cuckoo got screwed.
That's fine.
All right, buddy. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. You have a good night.
One more.
Oh shit. Okay. All right. Hurry up. Oh, say that again.
He is deleted.
Deleted. That's right. He's obsolete. Delete. Thank you for that. You have a good night. I will always make an exception for one final delete. It's good to have Smoke the Bear in there, man. That was cool to hear from him. And I'm glad that he holds me in as the silver medalist. Ace Trainer says, call me, boy. Is he talking to me? No, call me. Just my name. I added you. Just call me. Call me if you want to talk. Call me. Call me anytime, Super Tobes. Let's go to Super Tobes. You're live, Dead on Dave. What you got?
Thank you for that. You have a good night.
Super Tobes.
Hi, Dave.
Hello. What's up, buddy?
That was outstanding. That fucking bomb was so just hit the right spot. Oh my god, I love that so much.
Like the greatest bomb in Shot from the Point history, right?
Exactly. I think that was the best episode of Shot from the Point.
Hey, Super, can I call? Can I put? I'm going to put you back into the waiting call, and I'm going to bring you back in a second. Okay.
All right, no issue.
1 second, buddy. There's a guy that I want to get on, and I don't mean to make exceptions, but this is the last Skype call I want to take tonight. So he's calling in, and then I'm going to close up Skype, and I'll finish the rest of the calls, and I'm going to start with Super Tobes. Let's bring in a guy who is near and dear to my heart because we're both Pokemon fans of the most highest order. He is Ace Trainer Liam right here on YouTube and on Twitch. What's going on, Ace Trainer? How you doing, buddy? Mr. Liam. Ah, shit. No, I missed a call. Oh, no. Okay, well, I'm all right. Apparently, I didn't bring him in, so let's try again. I gave him such a wonderful introduction, and he wasn't on the line, so let's try it again. Let's bring in the man who's near and dear to my heart. Of course, he is a Pokemon master such as myself. He is Ace Trainer Liam here on YouTube and Twitch. What's going on, Liam?
Oi, oi. I had to let you get that whole intro out again.
Yeah, I know. I had to do it a second time.
Jesus. This is like the first time me and you have actually physically spoken as well. This is pretty
right.
cool.
I kind of freaked out the first couple times that I saw you.
Really?
Yeah, because like you're a bigger guy. You got over 100,000 freaking subs here on YouTube and stuff, and I'm just some lowly peasant.
But did you honestly watch me before I came to your streams?
You know what? The funny thing is I have. My wife and I, we go through a lot of the hack ROMs and all the different Pokemon games. We have stumbled across a few of your videos over the time that we've been going through some of the Pokemon community. So yeah, actually we have.
See, like, I don't want to make this like a dick sucking competition, but I'm fanboying now. Because I'm like fucking Dead on Dave is watching my shit. That's weird.
Oh, get the fuck out of here. That's crazy.
What I wanted to bring up is you were saying earlier, I think you were in a call with like, I think it was Faye or someone.
Oh, yeah,
but you were saying that you wanted to basically build up Catch 33 in spite of Keem and not give him the platform of Catch 33, so then he can then say like, oh, I made Catch 33 what it is because I made the drama, I made it entertaining.
Because that's what it'll do.
100% agree. Like, I know Clown would want him on, and I know Tommy would want him on just so that they can have a bit of a slagging match with each other, but I'm like, no, don't do it.
I might get outvoted there, and that's okay.
Yeah, you probably will. It's always going to be 2-1.
But my argument is going to be this, is that little bit of entertainment and potential boost going to be worth it? Because I know if we get consistent, we got one of the best podcasts on the platform. And if we get consistent, we're going to rock it to the top. I believe that. I'm fully in belief of that. And is it worth that little bit of a boost that we will get? Undoubtedly, we will get a big boost having him on. But is it worth it for him to hold it over our heads forever? Because he will.
Having him on will get you there faster, but that's not to say that without having him on, you won't get there. You know what I mean?
Right. And the thing is, people don't understand how flighty YouTube subscribers can be. Tommy and I are very good examples of that. Tommy, when he was on Baited, he ballooned up to damn near 40,000 subscribers. Since he's been off of Baited, he's lost 6,000 subs almost, because a lot of those subscribers were only there because a bigger YouTuber was associated with them. I'm a product of that myself. I went up 4 times.
People drop off really easily.
Super easily. Especially when you're getting a sub because of who you're associated with. So to me, those are frivolous subs anyway. I'd rather earn them, and I don't want to give him the ability to say, I got you that. You're here because of me.
I mean, shit like that goes all the way back to, when you start off on YouTube and people have messaged you like, hey, sub to me and I'll sub to you back. And I'd always say, I don't want that, because I want people that are going to actually view my videos.
Yeah.
Because people don't remember that subs don't pay your bills. It's the viewers that pay the bills. That's the problem.
Subs look nice. Subs look nice. Sometimes that'll get you a couple more eyeballs in there. But if they don't like you, if they don't enjoy your content, they're not sticking around.
And Catch 33 already has so much steam as well. Like, it's fucking going places. Like, a lot of people will say, you guys don't upload enough, but you're actively looking to fix it.
Which is true.
But it's 100% true. But it's in the works. You guys are obviously talking to each other and suggesting like, we're going to get this moving, we're going to get this regular, because that will be what trumps Baited. If you can get it regular, you guys will get bigger than they are.
I think so. Because it'll take time, but I think so.
As a viewer of both, like, Catch 33 is getting better and better. Like, when you said today, and when Tommy said on his show that there's a new Catch 33 that's like dropping tonight.
Should be, yeah.
I'm hyped for that. I'm already like, yes, I can't wait for this to come out. I've been gagging for this to come out. Whereas the new Baited came out today, either this morning or whatever, and I watched it and I was like, this is a bit the same every week. Although, obviously, having Clown on made it something more interesting.
It did, but even then, it was just like, there were so many parts of it where it was just Keem screaming to be able to talk again. You could only hear so much of that. And I got to give credit to Andy and Chad, which I have not given a lot of credit to, especially early on. I feel they are proving that they can do this. With or without
they're getting
Keem.
better week after week, or video.
They're good in their
I suppose.
entertainment fields. People who like them individually, but they had no track record with podcasts, as far as I know. They're proving it now, and I think they did a really good job in this episode under some really different. That was a kind of a touch and go episode at time. I did enjoy it though. I did enjoy that episode. I'm not gonna lie. Even getting made fun of, I don't care. I thought Dead on Disabled was hysterical. He could have went with the copious cripple. I think that's a little bit better of a joke, but you know that's
that
just
would have been
me.
beautiful. But you're giving Keemstar too much credit there to think up something like that.
I'm sorry, my wife said he called me dead on handicapped. Yeah, that's what he called me. Even less creative.
That just further proves my point. Don't give him more credit because he'll snatch that up.
He will too. He absolutely will. I'm going to try to get the rest of the callers on Discord, Liam. You got to call in during some Pokemon streams. I need to pick your brain.
I fucking will, dude. Don't worry.
I'm awful. I am the worst Pokemon master in the world.
Don't forget, I've watched you play, so you don't need to tell me.
You know, I do things for my own reasons, just to enjoy myself.
Don't worry.
I do get the job done, though. You got to give me that at least.
You're going places in there, yeah.
That's right. Make sure you guys check out this, man. Go and tell them where they can find you, Liam.
Oh, you can find me at youtube.com/Ace Trainer Liam.
That's right. He's the man. Thanks, Liam. I appreciate the call, buddy.
No worries, dude. Talk to you soon.
Talk to you soon. Good stuff. Man, that's awesome, dude. I fanboyed out a little bit. I'm sorry. I'm going to apologize profusely to Super Tobes. Super Tobes. I love you to death. Hopefully you did not take offense to me bumping you for a big old giant YouTuber, but I've been wanting to talk to Liam for a very long time, and I talk to you every day, and now you're back. What do you got for me, buddy? Ah, shit. Super Tobes. Oh, I hurt his feelings. No. Super Tobes. No? All right. I'm going to try to bring you back in a second, buddy. I don't know what happened. Let's bring in the man from Scotland with the name that you'll never understand, but it won't matter because he's so goddamn charming. He is Rodmus8 on Twitter. He is Gaming Fault right here on YouTube. My friend, my buddy, the very Scottish Will Dillon. You're live with Dead on Day. What you got?
Broken Dave.
That's right. That is right,
It was
man from
wonderful.
Scotland. He was
It was
delightful.
wonderful. The man that alerts drama. You, brother Tommy. Vancouver got one.
Yes,
made
that's
him
right.
obsolete.
Obsolete. He's been deleted. That is right.
Delete!
I had way too much fun with that. My wife wants to hit me with a fucking cattle prod. I know she does because I have been doing it all day. I would like to sit here and tell you that I only did it for the videos that I did earlier and I only did it for the show. No. I did it in a crowded, we were outside at a market here in Germany. I just start in a store too. I just start yelling delete. And loudly too. I don't give any fucks. Zero amount of fucks.
Oh, dude, it was brilliant. And like a few callers have said, that was the best shot from the point. To see Tommy do that, yawn and just doing it, just deleting it. That dude, we were all laughing. We loved that.
I do feel
Absolutely
bad
loved
because I
that.
know that's not exactly what Tommy wanted. I do feel bad about that. I do. I just because I know him. I've known him for a very long time, and I do feel a little bit bad. But I've been teasing it all day, and I'm hoping that he understands my point here, because there is absolutely no reason to continue fucking trying to make points against Keem. There's just not. There's
You'd have more time talking to a brick wall, and that would resolve faster than talking to Keem.
He needs to be deleted. That is it. Oglush
He needs
says,
to be
if she hits you with a cattle prod, would you do the truffle shuffle? I'll do the truffle shuffle for money, son. You pay the copious fat man, he'll truffle shovel right here on the air, baby. Woo!
$50.
$50,
$50.
little man. Yeah, I'll truffle shuffle $50.
Put that shit in my hand.
You're more expensive than I was. I'm glad I didn't throw out my figure. It would have been considerably less.
No, but the last two shows tonight has been brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Same with Tommy's as well. So, like you said, though, hopefully this is it done. He's got nothing much he can say back.
Well, the cool thing is, from now on, whenever I have to address the man that alerts drama, I have an awesome friggin' background that I can use to appropriately put that situation in context. It's wonderful. It's delightful. Yes,
Very wonderful.
Yeah. The worst gimmick in wrestling history. I think there's never been a more appropriate thing to correlate than with the Keemstar situation. It's pointless. Pointless.
I agree, dude. Totally agree.
Do you have anything else for me, Mr. Dillon?
No, dude. No, it's just a well done.
No
Well
problem.
done,
Hey,
Dave.
plug your channel, man. Let everybody know where they can find you. You do good content. I don't feel enough people know about it. So go ahead and tell the kids where they can find you.
Thank you, dude. They can find me over at the Gaming Fault. I do Let's Plays, and we do our own wrestling show. We do that, and we're going live tonight. We're going live after you, Dave, anyhow.
There you go. There you go. Vancura Guard 1 will be watching. All right, buddy?
Thank you. It'll be wonderful, Broken
Wonderful,
Dave.
that's
Wonderful.
Delete! Thanks, Will. Take it
Delete!
easy.
Delete!
Will Dillon, everybody. We are getting a lot of mileage out of Delete. Matt Hardy needs to send me a check. Like, seriously, send me a check, Matt Hardy. Super Tobes, once again, would like to apologize for bumping you. Like I said, I haven't talked to Liam yet. I really wanted to get him on, and I talked to you almost every single show, but I wanted to make sure I brought you back on. Hopefully you're not upset at me, because I'd feel really bad if you did.
I'm not upset at all. I'm not upset at all.
Well,
You're great.
sweet titty, said the kitty. What do you got for me?
Well, what was I saying? I was raving about the bomb, of course.
Yeah.
And yeah, I was just, that made my entire existence. Yeah, this morning has been just absolutely the worst.
I'm sorry, buddy.
Yeah, I fucking lost. My hard drive just shot the bed, and I lost 7 30-minute short movies, 4 scripts for upcoming projects, and yeah, it was bad.
There's no way to
was
reclaim. Have you gone to some tech experts?
I've given it. I have the warranty on it, and they said it's basically impossible to reclaim what I've got.
Because unless it's set on fire, it's usually still possible. It all depends on situation. I would take it to an independent tech guy and don't send it in yet. Let them take a look at it, because you might be able to get that data back. I'm not saying for certain. I did IT for quite a while. I know enough to be dangerous at this point because I'm so far out of it. But I would at least go get it checked before you write it off completely, brother.
Yeah, I did get it checked last night, and he said,
fuck me.
Exactly the same thing.
Oh.
So when I brought it in this morning, and they told me everything is just kaput, I got like seriously bummed out, and again that bomb just pulled me out of it.
Well, I'm glad that was able to do that, man. I'm really sorry to hear that you lost that information. That sucks.
Yeah. It was just like months of hard work, just straight down the toilet.
Well, but you know what? There's always lessons to be learned from these situations. And as cruel as it might hear to say, make sure you always back up your stuff. Always.
Yeah, I just bought a new external hard drive just to store everything I need on it. Because
well, hopefully you'll be able to get all that stuff back somehow.
Again.
Get back to work, make it even better than before, brother. Don't let it slow you down. Don't let it bum you out too much, okay?
Yeah, I actually, that just motivated me. I could start writing something tomorrow.
There you go. See, you're gonna succeed. You're gonna succeed. You don't let those hiccups in the road. You don't let those potholes become caverns, and that's important. All right, man. You got anything else for me?
No, Dave, did you listen to the entirety of the Baited podcast?
No, not all. I did listen to about 85% of it, but I'm surprised I got through that much of it. But there was just so much of it that devolved into screaming that I had to skip through.
Oh God, because I was planning to listen to it tomorrow while I work out, because I listened to like 10 minutes of it and I wanted to punch something. The entire podcast was like, I feel or I think, or, you know, just providing nothing.
They give
but
nothing
flimsy
credible.
evidence.
There's nothing
And-
credible.
Exactly.
It's
It was
all opinions on why Phil is potentially a bad person. It's like, what the fuck, man? I mean, come on. That's not what we said, though. Yes, it is. Come on. Then what was the point of it? What's the point of calling him a snake oil salesman? Do you not know what a fucking snake oil salesman is? Do you not know what that is? I mean, why use that fucking phrase? That's a very specific phrase to talk about somebody who is fleecing you, selling you something that's fake, selling you something that's not real, that's running off with your money, typically. That's the phrase you used, Keemstar. That's the phrase you used.
Yeah.
Or excuse me, man who alerts the drama who's been deleted.
Fucking cringe.
It's so cringe, but it's so good. Super,
now
you
that
got-
you've explained it, it does fit the situation very well.
Explain. I thought after I knew a lot of people were gonna be like, "What the fuck is he? Did he have epilepsy or something? Like, what is the matter with him?" But I knew once I explained it and why I felt it correlates to this situation, because the reality is it's so ridiculous to try to explain anything to him anymore. The only way that you can fight that type of thing is to pick the most ridiculous thing that is humanly possible, and that is deletion. So that's what we use. All right, Soups, you got anything else? But I'm going to take some other callers.
No, thanks, Dave. Have a good night.
No problem, buddy. You have a good night. Thanks a lot. Good stuff. Let's bring in the man who created my broken brilliance background tonight. Once again, being Johnny on the spot, although his name's not Johnny. It's Guncannon. He's my good buddy. What's up, pal?
Man, what the fuck happened this afternoon?
Right?
Jesus Christ.
It's been a day.
It's been a day. Well, it's
I
been
had a
last couple days
revelation.
for
I
me.
feel like I am Matt Hardy. I had a revelation. My eyes were opened by the 7 deities, and they were all telling me one thing. This is fucking pointless. The endeavor that you've been on, trying to reason, rationalize, make specific, good, persuasive arguments with a guy like that is fucking pointless. So where do we need to go? To where the 7 deities pointed me, and that is deletion.
Yeah, at this point, it's basically it. I mean, I've never seen a recoil on answers like Keem, and it's ridiculous. And you know, and I was thinking about it today and listening to Tommy's podcast, and then going back and listening to what he was saying on Baited, and honestly, and I think it was Vega who actually said it. The best way, if he ever wants to prove that he's either one, not said something, or two, something's valid, show some fucking evidence.
Ever.
Here's the best way to think about it. When was the only time that when Keem said something, we took it as he's making a point and the information he's giving out has some merit to it? When it was the Leafy and Grade A Under thing, when he came on and he did that long video and he brought evidence.
Sure.
Jesus Christ. He makes me.
Yeah, there's not, like I said, I have no more responses. I have nothing else. My brain is mush now when it comes to this situation, because you can only slam your dick in a door for so long before you know your dick's like, hey, buddy, I gotta fuck something eventually, or at least you gotta be able to still be able to pee out of me. So stop slamming me in the fucking door. So I stopped it, and we're just going to deletion from now on, because it seems like a much more reasonable way. And you know you're in a fucked up situation where the broken brilliance of Matt Hardy is the more reasonable of options in any given situation.
And I honestly think, Matt Hardy doesn't need to. I don't think Matt Hardy needs to really write you a check. What he needs to do is give you a 5 to 10 second video.
How great would that be?
Oh my God, that'd be fucking epic.
You know, the sick thing is, I actually had the exact same idea. Like, I was going to write him and see what I could do, man. Like, let's see if I just bother him for a while and see what happens, man.
Somebody clip any of the broken segments that Dave has done today and just send them to @MattHardyBrand and just do it. Do it.
Right. Yeah. Oh, good. Look, I want to try to get through these last 3 callers. I want to get up out of here. You got anything for me?
No, I was gonna call just Mark on that, and damn, I did not think that they were gonna look that good, but holy fuck.
Yeah, look good, right? You like the little addition I made with Keem's little fucking face?
I did. As soon as I did that, I actually had to mute it. I had to mute somebody I was talking with because I damn near spit up my coffee.
It was pretty good. Gun, thank you so much for coming through with that. Make sure that you guys, if you have graphics work that you need done, this is the guy that you definitely want to talk to. There's a lot of great artists out there, and a lot of them do amazing work. I would recommend Captain Kirsch. I'd recommend Vega. I'd recommend so many people that I just think are amazing artists. But one of the guys who's always been there for me, and I will always be loyal to my friend, my buddy, my compadre, the guy who really, more ways than you know, kept that on Dave Productions going when we may not have under any other circumstance. And that is Guncannon. He is at Iron Knight Graphics. His email is in the description box. Go hit him up if you need anything from him. Fucking flood him with requests. The worst he can do is say, eat a copious cuck.
That's true. That's true.
All right, buddy. You have a good night.
You too. You too.
Take it easy. All right, let's bring in my good friend, the one, the only Pav, the Englishman. What's going on, man? You're live with Dead on Dave.
Keemstar's a fucking cunt.
Who? You mean the man who alerts the drama?
Needs to be deleted.
Deleted. That's right.
Yeah, that's the one. How you doing, Dave? Apart from all that shit from him.
Surprisingly good. This has been very. I now know why Matt Hardy does it. It's cathartic. It's cathartic.
Yeah, it's catchy as well. It's like it's contagious.
It is. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna move to that screen again because people want to see it. It's wonderful. So while we're talking, the broken Dave screen is hit. It's delightful. Yes. It's wonderful. It's so great. I love this thing. Man. And it's got some subtle music in the background, little subtle piano music. I fucking love it, dude. It's great. What do you got for me, Pav?
Not a great deal, man. Just wanted just to throw that out there that Keemstar is a legit fucking. He's a mongoloid, like he's a delinquent.
My brain is mush. Deleted is all I can say at this point.
Yeah.
You can trash them all you like, but for me, deletion. That's it.
Yeah, that's it. And I started on a new project today that I'd hopefully like to get you in at some point. So I will plug it if I'm allowed.
Absolutely, and talk to me, touch bases afterwards. But yeah, go ahead, plug it.
Yeah. So today I started doing my own podcast called Pass the Bleach. The first episode went live today on Facebook. It was just on my private Facebook, and we just started talking about everything gaming, and it was mostly like the whole Call of Duty World War II trailer being released, and how Call of Duty's evolved over the years, and etc. etc. We've got a couple of episodes coming up. Next week, we've got a topic on DLC and play to win content, and whether it's a problem or if it's something that could be considered fair. And in the future, we've got a couple of guests lined up. Mostly, we've got an episode about esports coming up in like a couple of weeks' time, and we've got a guest called Andy Coleman, who is a good friend of mine, but he's the producer and director behind the Halo competitive productions that you see on Twitch. He's a good friend of mine, and he's gonna just call in live from Skype.
Oh, good stuff.
He's gonna give us a tour of the arena, so to speak.
Nice.
We're also going to do one on Pokemon, which is where I wanted to bring you in on one.
Oh, okay.
We've got a guest, a potential guest called Birdkeeper Toby.
Okay.
He's a he's a big YouTuber. He's got over 150,000 subscribers, but he's a Pokemon theorist who brings a lot of theory behind different scenarios and stuff, like Red being the son of Ash Ketchum, etc., etc.
Man,
yeah, so he goes into depth behind the philosophy behind these theories. And I know that you're a big Pokemon fan, so I wanted to bring you in on one. Is that something you'd be down to come on to?
You know, I've been wanting to do more podcasts because in the past I haven't really been able to, but my schedule has changed so drastically that I want to start doing other podcasts now. So yeah, it's something that I'd definitely be interested in. I don't know when.
Okay,
We'll have
cool.
to set it up. You and I, we'll talk and we'll figure that out. Silfit donated $7. I feel like the most polarizing factor about the DeFranco situation is money. People who grow up with less money are more likely to see greed. People who grow up with more money really don't care to give away $10 a month. Keem is pushing the divide. Not only that, and Pav, let me let you go so I want to address this a little bit farther because this is actually an interesting point. Pav,
I just want to throw in as well. I'm actually totally 100% behind Philip DeFranco on this. I think it's good that people are now he's becoming an independent content creator instead of being partnered up. I think it's a good move, and hopefully a lot of people take suit from that as well.
Agreed. Hey man, I appreciate it. You have yourself a really good night, pal.
And you, man, take care.
Take it easy. The interesting thing here is with that last comment, it's about, the divide between poor people, rich people, big YouTubers, small YouTubers, whatever the case may be. One of the things that Keem and Colossal and others have pushed, the people who are against this, like, no, go support smaller YouTubers. Well, there's a problem with that, an inherent problem with that. The people who are donating, that have money to donate, don't typically want to donate to no-name smaller YouTubers. Not because they don't deserve it, but because simply they want to donate to something that they feel is bigger, that they feel they're going to see a return on their investment in the way of an acknowledgement or even better content. They feel connected. It's a way to feel connected to a bigger. They much rather feel that connection with a bigger YouTuber or a bigger creator than a smaller one. So while it sounds really nice to say, go subscribe and support those smaller YouTubers, the reality is it's a platitude. It's an empty platitude. Because the fact is, people who have the type of money to support the smaller YouTubers, they probably already are. And they still want to be able to feel connected to the bigger events out there. So they're going to want to subscribe and support to people like Phil. That's just a reality of it. The smaller YouTubers are going to have their niche, they're going to have their market. And all of you are saying, well, don't give to the millionaire. Go find a small guy. That's so fucking flippant. I mean, who the fuck is anybody to tell anybody else where they should be putting their money? It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous to me. It's a really bad fucking logic strain. I just don't agree with it at all. All right, let's finish up our last two callers. We got two more. Get through them and we're going to get out of here. Mike Fly Plus, not Puss. Thank you very much for hanging out for as long as you have. I appreciate your patience. What do you got? You're live with Dead on Dave.
Oh, nothing much, man. I've been pretty much been listening to this insanity and deletion going on.
That's right, the deletion of the obsolete. Yes, that is true. It's been wonderful. Yes, yes.
It's funny that this became a meme on your channel because I pretty much do the same thing with whenever I'm hanging out with my band, where it doesn't even correlate to anything. Like we'll be like walking in like Winn-Dixie to get food for like lunch, and I'm just like delete. Like it's not the same type of delete.
Right.
But they'll just be like, they'll just look at me and be like, man, we don't want you in this band anymore.
The whole gimmick still hasn't grown on me. I still don't like any of the things that they did down there as far as total deletion and total nonstop deletion, all that crap. But I like the broken gimmick, like in and of itself, just the way of acting in that mannerism. I don't like a lot of things that they did in the actual matches and events, but just that whole weird, wacky 7 deities, I think that's fucking hysterical. And delete is so funny. It's a great chant. I'm really digging it. And now it's become a mantra of my own. So I'm a happy guy.
No, yeah. I mean, I don't really know the history behind the delete itself. Originally, when you were saying it, I was like, is he talking about that robot from Doctor Who? Because I've never seen Doctor Who. So I'm like, it must be some type of reference that I don't understand. And then you said it was something with wrestling. I'm like, the only time I watched wrestling was when I was a kid, and that was when like my favorite wrestler back in the day was like Mysterio, and it was only because his name was that because there was a villain in Spider-Man named Mysterio.
That's right. Well, the funny thing is, if you look at the thumbnail today, the guy who's holding Keem's head is Matt Hardy. So now you know who that is.
Okay.
All right.
Now it's come full circle. Now it all makes sense to me.
All right, Mike Fly. I appreciate you. Got anything else for me?
Oh yeah, I was gonna say on the subject of Catch 33, the whole not having Keem on thing. I think you should have him on, but only when you've surpassed Baited. So for example, let's say you guys hit 500,000 and they have yet to hit 500,000, because I don't know what their subscriber count is right now.
He would never he would never come on under those circumstances. He would never.
Exactly. He would never come on. But if he did come on, then you could have it under the, like, you could be like, oh, this is our 500,000 like subscriber special. So that way he doesn't like trick anybody to being like, well, I helped them get there. It's like, well, no.
You know what's funny?
The video.
You know what's funny about that? You know what's funny about that? That doesn't interest me. Like, I want to succeed without him, but I don't want to rub it in his face. That's not who I am. Like, I don't hate the cunt. I just think he's a cunt. I could think a lot of people are cunts that I don't actually have hatred for. I don't like some of the shit that he's done, and I will continue to critique him where I feel fit. Actually, as of today, we no longer will be critiquing Keem. We will only be making reference to the man that alerts the drama, the deleted, the obsolete.
Perfect.
Brother
I love
Chemo.
It. No, that's amazing.
All right,
Delete.
All right, Mike Fly, you have yourself a really good night, buddy. Thanks for the call.
All right, you too, man.
Take it easy. Good stuff. We got a couple more. I'm going to end with Frenchie Ben. Let's go to Sean. You're live with Dead on Dave. Quick call. What you got, buddy?
All right, Dave. So, you know, I gotta ask a question about Keem, and this is not to be sarcastic, and I don't really mean it that way, and I'm not trying to really make a joke.
No, shoot it, buddy.
When I ask, but because it's gonna come off this way.
Just go ahead and just grip it and rip it, pal.
Does anybody know what level of education that Keem has had? Does he have a college education?
I have no idea. Could not tell you. And to me, honestly, that's irrelevant.
Well, no. I mean, what I'm getting at, because I don't want it to come across that way as you know, being right. So I was thinking like, whenever Tommy had that big blow up, Tommy was quick on his feet this time to say A, B, and C, almost as if, you know, he's almost like taking public speaking classes. And I know a lot of it comes from just, you know, being back and forth on YouTube a lot and having to go back and forth, so it kind of becomes second nature.
Right.
But Keem dropped the ball big time, almost as if, you know, like a middle schooler was going up to debate a college level student. Like that was almost like I was kind of
he should have quit while he was ahead. He should have quit while he was ahead yesterday, while people still thought that he won something. He should have quit that yesterday. He should have stopped. Coming back on today, especially when I was there, because I was not going to let the same thing happen. He made a mistake. He made a calculated error.
Well, remember yesterday when we talked about we wish we could have been there.
Right.
Like you could have been on this time you were.
Yeah.
And man, I know Tommy kind of, you know, wanted to get on that rant like he did, and he kind of cut you off from that rant. But man, I really wanted you to say what you had to say, because what you was getting, because I could just see it, and the words that you could hear that you were saying.
Oh, I had some stuff for him, but you know, he wanted to go. It's his show.
It looked like you had a bullet list just ready to go that you've been like saving for months.
Oh, I did.
But
I did, and I was still gonna close it with delete, which is great. So
obsolete, right?
Obsolete. He's deleted.
That's the thing. After all these conversations and DMs we've all had, and everybody's been talking about this whole issue, the thing is, he is obsolete. I mean, Keemstar, I mean, he's a smart man, but when it comes down to it, there's so much pettiness going on. Like, yeah, there's a chance that this thing with Philly D could unravel, but it's an assumption. We do not know. We got to let him put his best foot forward, because we do need new media. And if that's what he's promising, if he ever promises and ever becomes transparent, which would be his best move, to be fair.
Probably will. I'm assuming it's going to.
Right. It's really early, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So you got to let him put his best foot forward. And you're right, dude. There's a lot of this is just petty stuff, and we should just be done with it. We shouldn't lend credence to that kind of, like, if he was to come on Catch 33, it'd be exactly what you say. It'll be, you know, a month later, oh well, look what I created for you guys. And guess what? That's petty.
Very
petty. I don't see how that's entertaining. You know, after a while, man, it just runs dry. And I'm just like, you know, I could bring back the old points about Philly D that we talked about yesterday, and how, you know, it's assumption here and blah 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 here and whatever.
Well, what's the point? I think we've hit it all quite well. I think the people who understand it are the people who are going to understand it. No point in keep going back to it.
If you want to see an actual Patreon, I'll link it to you in Discord, because we're not live yet, and I don't want to plug anything and blah 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 blah. And we got some support on Patreon, but if you actually want to see a real Patreon, you want to see exactly how goals should be set up and to the letter of what your money is being spent on. Because honestly, you know, if you're going to do something like that, the onus is on you as a creator to go, you know what? You know, your money is being used effectively, because it is kind of, I mean, you can donate to somebody just because you like them, but it is a little shady whenever
I don't even know how shady it is. It's just something you have to answer for. And you know, there are people who don't have anything listed on their Patreon. It's simply a place for people to donate if they want to support on a monthly basis. And if people have a problem with it, they can definitely make reference to it. If not, shut the fuck up and don't donate. You know, it's like, but that's it for me.
Exactly.
I want to get to my last caller, Sean. I appreciate your call, buddy.
Hey, you got it, buddy.
Take it easy. Let's bring in saving the best for last sometimes is exactly what I like to do. Longtime friend, longtime buddy, longtime contributor to the channel. He is Frenchy Ben from Montreal, Quebec, Canada. What is up, my buddy?
Delete, brother Chemo.
The man.
Oh, I'm such a happy camper that on Dave.
Have
Today,
you enjoyed the show?
We had 2 great shows back to back.
It's been a fun day.
Oh, yeah, it was. And I'm so happy you had time to fight a bit with the Keemstar. And it's funny because it might be almost to the day that that Tommy C had his first fight with Keemstar.
Oh, yeah.
So it reminded me of that, and people had fun in the chats, and there was action, and big troll, that guy, that he thinks, I think he trolls himself sometimes.
He does. He does. He like, why would you call back in tonight? I just don't understand that. That, like, especially knowing what was coming at the end. You know, did he want to make sure that I couldn't refute some of the things that he was saying? Like, I don't like, it's bad logic. What are you gonna do? You know.
But in a sense, it was perfect because I hoped yesterday that him, and at least you made a great shtick with it, and people had fun. So everything's perfect, and you have your Weird Al Yankovic shirt also.
I thought that was appropriate as well. I thought that was an appropriate thing. Look, I took a risk, man. This is a very weird thing that I did tonight. Very cringy, very fringe, very strange, but I felt it was appropriate, and I had a lot of fun with it.
Yeah.
And it's something that I'm going to keep around, and I hope people enjoy it. And it's something I'll bust out every now and then, you know?
And I want to thank you and also Tommy C, because to time out Keemstar two days in a row in a chat.
You banned him today. I saw that you banned him.
Oh, no, I timed it.
I saw a ban. I saw a ban. Oh. Yeah, I think you accidentally banned him.
Yeah, it was an accident. But
So,
a perfect accident.
While I said he was deleted, Frenchy Ben actually deleted him completely today.
Beat.
Hey, while I got you here, let me ask you a question on the more frivolous subject. I know you had to seen the Klitschko fight, the Klitschko-Joshua fight. Did you see that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Man, what'd you think of that fight?
I don't know if it's going to revive the heavyweight division, because we have big, tall guys that are strong, and I never seen Klitschko like that. A bit against Fury, but no, it was a great fight for a young fighter. That guy, he did a good fight. It was his 19th professional fight.
Yeah, he
gave.
Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah. At one point, he gave Klitschko an uppercut that was insane. His head went back. It was kind of scary, but fast.
I think until that knockout, Klitschko was winning that fight. You know, it was a close fight, but I thought for the most part, Klitschko fought a pretty good fight.
Yeah.
And then there was a couple of punches late in that 11th, or the 10th is where it started, but in the 11th, though, they didn't even seem like they were intentional, you know? I don't know if Joshua is the next guy. I don't. He's a good fighter. I don't know if he's a great fighter. But in this era of heavyweights, he might be good enough to dominate for the next 10, 15 years.
Yes, and he could fight now Fury, who's going to come back. He could fight again Klitschko, and he could
Is Fury
go
even going
for
to be
the.
allowed to fight again? I mean, like with all the cocaine stuff, is he even allowed to be able to fight again?
I don't know. I didn't follow the case exactly, but
Yeah.
Or we can see a unification of all the belts with Deontay Wilder.
Which needs to happen. They need to unify these titles, man. We need one undisputed champion once again. That's what will help the division. That's what I feel will help the division.
Again.
We'll see. Ben, you're breaking up on me a bit. I couldn't hear everything you said. You got anything else for me, buddy?
No, I'm done. Everything's perfect. We had a great show, and see you next time, Dave.
Thanks, buddy. I appreciate it. Frenchie Ben, everybody. Take it easy, pal. Talk to you soon. Thank you guys very much for joining us right here on Dead on Dave Productions. We've had a hell of a show tonight. We've had an absolute lot of fun. We talked some Pokemon stuff. We've had some of my personal favorite YouTubers out on the show tonight, which was really, really fucking cool. We've had some fun at the expense of a situation that I feel has run its course. And hopefully that you guys feel the same way. Now, eventually, we're still going to have fun with it. Nothing's really going to change as far as that. And if things come up involving this guy, we will talk about it in the future. But as you know, this is not a full-on 100% drama channel. We do everything here. We do wrestling. We do Pokemon. We do video game streams. We do nerdery. In fact, this Friday on Nerd and the Jerk, Jake Link and I will be covering The Simpsons. We are going to cover our favorite top 5 each episodes of The Simpsons. And we're going to get into everything Simpsons. We got some really cool graphics that you guys are going to be checking out. Lots of cool stuff. Then, of course, Saturday, we're back with Trivia Night. I'm going to have a fresh poll for you on Twitter to let you guys decide what theme we will have for Trivia Night this week. All of these exciting things and a hell of a lot more happening right now. You guys are supporting the channel so big right now. We've had a huge surge. I don't know. We've had a whole influx of people in the last day that have come over to the channel, and I appreciate that. You guys don't know how much it means to me to have you in here hanging out for 2 goddamn hours. A good majority of you guys have been here. Thank you very much for that. And we will see you next time right here on Dead on Dave Productions. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share. And remember, as always, if you don't have talent, have talented friends. And if those friends aren't talented enough, never be afraid to delete them. They are obsolete. We'll see you next time. Keep it copious. And peace.
Here's your winner,